Right now on WUSA 9 News at 5, we are following some breaking news. 2 men are dead and 2 people are injured, including a 2-year-old girl, after a shooting in D.C. This is not the type of news we like to bring you, but sadly, this is what's happening in our community. Thank you for being here with us tonight. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
And I'm Simone D'Alba. Right now, at least 2 families are mourning the loss of their loved ones. Meanwhile, police are searching for whoever pulled the trigger. The shots rang out shortly before noon. This was near the intersection of 22nd Street and Alabama Ave in Southeast.
Our Delia Gonzalez joins us live from that neighborhood where the shooting occurred. And Dee, update us on the investigation.
Zoe, Simone, I have talked to so many friends and neighbors who have stopped by, strangers, and said they heard the news and want to know if this little girl is going to be okay. I can share and report right now that 2-year-old Emily is at Children's Hospital with her family by her side. I'm told she's undergoing emergency surgery. Family members tell me she was struck in the shoulder. This right here behind me is Emily's daycare. You can see that it is closed right now, but take a look at this fence. I'm told this fence is fairly new. You can see that the daycare provider has tried her best to keep these children safe, even having 24-hour surveillance, but still that wasn't enough to keep her children safe today. When Emily and her friends were walking across this plaza to head to a playground, they were caught in the crossfire. 11:22 a.m. Police on patrol hear gunshots and race to 22nd and Alabama Avenue Southeast. There, they find 2 men dead, a 3rd injured, and 2-year-old Emily hurt. Her classmates and teachers traumatized. The toddler in her daycare class were walking to the playground when they were caught in the crossfire. Police say this white sedan pulled up to 22nd and Savannah Place. 3 men with rifles jumped out and started shooting up the street toward 3 men in the intersection. Police say the suspects ditched that white car, hopped into this blue Charger with heavy tinted windows, and then took off.
I'm telling you, we are sick and tired of this. We are doing everything we can, and we push this information out. We send out the information on BOLA. We know that individuals know who these folks are. We're going to ask you again. If you know something, say something. This is senseless, and we have to stop this kind of violence in our community.
I am calling on the chief to resign from her position.
Joseph Johnson is the chair of the local advisory neighborhood commission and says the chief is failing to keep neighbors safe. He says the shopping center has long been a trouble spot in the community. Neighbors say the Creative Corners Early Learning Center has been located in that plaza nearly 20 years.
The owner of that daycare is fully aware of what she have.
What patrol is happening, if any, at that shopping center?
Well, just a couple months ago, there's 2 cars for the last 6 months that will sit in that shopping center, and they would switch shift. Early on, you would have a car, and then at night around 7, another car, a cruiser will come. The problem here is it stopped. If a 3-year-old child was just shot 2 months ago, right, and lost her life, and now you're saying a 2-year-old child was struck, does that sound like improvement to you?
And this is just an awful scene for folks to see as they're heading home from work. You can see crews are trying to disinfect and trying to take care of this area. We just came here live to the other end of the plaza to show you that even though the scene has cleared some, we still have crews who are trying to just bring this area back to normal, but so many folks just completely distraught. The commissioner was talking about the 3-year-old girl, Tyla Settles, who was just killed back in May, just a couple of blocks away on Hartford Street. I ran into her aunt here at the scene, who happened to be here to pick up her own son, who was caught in this scene, and he needed to get off the bus to get home. She was obviously too distraught to go on camera, but it is a reminder of how families in this community, far too many of our neighbors, are traumatized repeatedly, but not only by incidents happening in their families, but incidents happening in their communities as well. Again, police are asking anyone with information about the suspects to call them or text anonymously to 40511. Back to you in the studio.
Boy, you said it, the outrage. We could literally feel it coming through the screen of people saying, hey, hear us, listen to us, feel our pain in this community right now. This is the 2nd time something like this has happened. And in the meantime, we're going to be thinking of poor Emily and her family. As you've mentioned, Delia, Emily has to undergo surgery. Thoughts and prayers with her today. Thank you.